Dudes behind the foods listeners, if you've got loved ones who depend on you, why leave anything up to chance in a worst case scenario? Have you heard of Policygenius? Well. Luckily, Policygenius makes finding the right policy simple, and their team of licensed experts are on hand to help talk you through it. Even if you already have a life insurance policy through work, it may not offer enough protection for your family's needs, and it may not follow you even if you leave your job or if you leave your job. My friends, your loved ones deserve a financial safety net. You deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head to policygenius.com/dudes or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/dudes. Dudes behind the foods listeners, this podcast is brought to you by HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh? HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh does all the shopping and meal planning for you. Ingredients arrive at your doorstep pre-portioned and ready to cook along with pictured step-by-step recipe cards. How easy is that? How many times have you gone shopping for food and then you're left over with 4,000 pounds of green beans, 6 extra onions, 4 extra cloves of garlic, 17,000 pieces of celery, and 1
partridge in a pear tree.
And then all of a sudden your wife is angry at you, and then she sounds just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. She's like, "Get the hell out of here. I'm sick and tired of you living on this mess." I'm like, whoa, Arnold Schwartz said, "Lady, get out of here, all right?" But not with HelloFresh, because it's pre-portioned and I use all those ingredients and they work perfect. Go to HelloFresh.com/50dudes and use code 50dudes for 50% off plus free shipping. Once again, that's go to HelloFresh.com/50dudes and use code 50dudes for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods.
That's actually really fucking good.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. That's the voice I'm going to be doing when I officiate your wedding.
Okay, let's how about you just relax for a second, huh?
Dearly beloved.
Where's your silk napkin, dude?
So I ordered. You want to see how legit I'm taking? Oh, I already sent it you. Check this out. Check this out, everyone watching. So as y'all know, I'm officiating David's wedding, right? And I'm writing like a cute little thing for your shit. But I'm like, do officiants memorize stuff? And I kind of looked at videos. I'm like, oh no, they have a little. So I ordered on Amazon. It says officiant on it. I'm just gonna transfer all my little notes to here.
Look at this on the spectrum ass.
I'm not gonna be able to memorize the whole fucking little 2-minute spiel I wrote for you, dog.
When I did his wedding, I wrote this whole thing out and I put it on an iPad. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to go through this. And I just went, all right. I just left it.
Oh, no. Your boy's going to need some notes, all right? So, and then I got it from Amazon. I was walking around the house going, dearly beloved. And Chia was getting so annoyed. And she was like, she picked up a Ziploc bag. She was like, throw this away. I'm like, yes, this Ziploc bag, transparent like how we should be with our partners when going through a marriage. I was doing it for like an hour. Can you not?
That'd be so funny. You marry me, but you get divorced. We're done.
I high-key was like, man, what if I did a efficient speak to my wife as an efficient for 24 hours video?
Oh, she'd be so pissed.
Yeah, she'd be so annoyed. Well...
What are these treats?
David, so I have so many treats for you. It's a treat-filled episode because your wedding is this weekend.
Yes, it is.
So, wow, what a treat. Robyn Couch brought you some treats. McDonald's brought you some McDonald's-sponsored treats.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I have a wedding gift for you, aside from these lovely treats. You already saw on IG, but as you know... McDonald's always sends me little packages like this.
McDonald's.
And I thought they sent me a super cool shirt, but it's a big boy size. So,
or just a regular person size. The audacity.
This is an XL, David So.
All right.
That's a David So size.
Okay.
But you've lost so much weight.
I've lost a total of 10 pounds.
Wow.
So now I'm back to the weight I was last year.
Well, congrats, dog. I think that's something we should celebrate.
Man, it's just healthier habits. Didn't really change much, but I just did healthier habits, that's all. Whoa, French fry shirt.
I think it's so fucking cool. I'm actually kind of mad that they sent this ginormous
Okay.
Bed sheet size.
Okay. It's just a regular shirt.
No, XL isn't that big. Here you are, David. So little tequila for you.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Nothing beats a little tequila.
You know what, man? Look, I didn't get to attend your bachelor party experience, so this is our bachelor party experience, okay?
Listen, because I was already married, the bachelor party experience was very different.
Ding the bell. No, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be, you hit it like at an angle downwards. No. Like you're like when you slap a butt from the side, like when you're doggy style and you. Yeah.
I like how that reference helped me though. Really
because you don't go right on the ass. It's a sliding. You're hitting through it. Cheers.
Let me tell you something, man. Cheers. Oh, we're getting older and a little wiser.
David, so I fucking love you. Congrats, man. Yo. I know. I know you've been married.
You fucking scared me.
But goddamn it, I love you, man.
I fucking love you, dude. You fucking scared the shit out of me, dude. The fuck?
Yo, I love you.
Hey, man.
Congrats.
I'm so glad that you get to be my officiant, dude. Dearly beloved. Here we have these two souls intertwining in the face of God.
Dearly beloved, here we have a glass of some very fine tequila reposado. And as we know, reposado is comes from the agave, does it? I don't know.
Tequila comes from agave.
Yeah. And
What's the word when whiskey is in barrels? It's what's the process of making whiskey? Distilled.
okay,
Back to it.
There we go.
Reposado tequila distilled
Gia,
in
divorce this
barrels,
man.
much like whiskey. It is a long process. It is not a quick process. Just like marriage,
Amen.
just like finding the right chemistry for this tequila, is how we will find the right chemistry for you in your long-lasting relationship. This is not. You will not have a Terramana tequila situation.
This is
marriage.
straight up Christian spoken word. this is all that it is.
You will not have a Kylie Jenner marriage, tequila marriage. You will have a Clase Azul. Add a little bit of sweetener in your delivery.
When's the last time you went to church?
I was 8 years old.
Why are you still responding like this? God damn it!
Last time I actually went to church, man.
It's been a hot second, huh?
It's been a while, yeah.
The last time I went was a couple months ago. It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was hard for me to be at church when I was younger because I was so antsy and just I couldn't sit still at all. And you know, like Asian people don't know what fucking ADHD, all this shit is. So I used to get fucking slapped. Like, why can't you stay still? Why can't you? And the thing that used to help me was like chewing gum, but they took my gum away, saying it was disrespectful.
Aw, boo.
So I used to get. So I remember this too because I was in. How old was I? I had to be probably a freshman in high school. So guys, I just went into like the youth group, and the guy's doing the sermon, the pastor at the time, the guy, and then I was chewing gum, and one of the church leaders was like, "Hey, spit that out," and I'm like, "Oh, it's just gum." Yeah, I mean, he goes, "That's disrespectful in front of God, blah, blah, blah." He took my gum away, but that's like the thing that would keep me to stay still. I remember I was just pissed. It's like, what the fuck does gum chewing have to do with God? Like, let me just chew this gum and sit here, right? Because I'm paying attention because I have something to chew on and do, and they just wouldn't let me chew gum. I was so mad.
The Bible says that the serpent's tongue, David Soul, will be distracted by the worldly temptations of earth. And that is exactly why you cannot focus on the message in front of you.
I'm going to boo you as you do this.
I would never actually do that as your efficient.
If you're doing that, watch my dad just do this. He just starts clapping. He's really good.
I don't know what he's talking about, but oh man, hallelujah. He just puts his hands out.
I'd be so bad if my dad was feeling it. It's like, wow, he's a number one.
Man, it's funny that you say that because I actually forgot. Wait, bring it back. You were talking about something that triggered something in my head.
How long have you been to church?
Church.
Guy made me spit out gum because
Spit out gum. Yes, spitting out gum. distraction, gum, whatever. McDonald's sent us these new sauces to try out. We'll go back to it. Spitting out gum.
By the way, Dale, it was your dad. There you go.
Yeah, Dale. All right. So McDonald's has these new sauces. We have this whole array of
Wow,
sauces.
that's beautiful. It's like a painting thing.
Yeah, it came to me a palette.
Oh, yeah.
And
palette.
they sent this to me in this lovely box here. But they have these new sausage. These sweet and spicy jam.
What?
Which
What is
first thing I thought of is I would love to put that on a breakfast sandwich because, as I've said before, I like putting honey on my breakfast sandwiches. I like putting like jelly on my breakfast sandwiches. And my new shit is putting hot honey on my breakfast sandwiches.
Ooh, yes.
So they got this sweet and spicy jam as well as this Mambo sauce, which I'm assuming is inspired by a really popular sauce in DC called Mambo sauce. I've heard of it, never tried it.
I've never heard of it or tried it before.
So it's recommended we try these with some nuggets and also quarter pounders. I have one with cheese and one without cheese, of course.
Let me tell you something, man.
Yes, sir.
Today and yesterday have been very stressful for me. And this right here is going to heal my soul.
Yes, it will.
I will eat this in 4 bites.
Well, I'm excited for you. I ate all the fries because it was a long car ride over here. It was a 6-minute car ride.
You would have failed as a fucking Uber Eats driver. 100%.
It's just the seal is broken, but there's like a duct tape on it.
100%. They had to start doing that because they would fucking eat the food.
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't
bet.
know that. So I remember when I kept on seeing the bags taped up, and then my friend who did Uber Eats like back in the day for a little bit, he goes, it was because Uber drivers would take the food out and people were complaining. So it was like with their fries or like stuff that they wouldn't know about.
I see.
Which is something you would do.
I would totally do it. Thank God I talk about my penis on the internet for a living, so I don't have to do that bullshit ass. No, I'm just playing.
I want to try.
Shout out to Uber drivers. Man.
I actually want to try being an Uber driver for like a month.
That's so funny because I wanted to do it for a video.
Yes. How
Yeah.
fucking fun would that be?
Yeah. But I debate whether I want to do it in an area where people would recognize me, like a fucking
Well, you're too like
Asian area.
recognizable now too.
Yeah.
It's
But
gonna be hard for you.
you never know. You never know.
because the first and last name is very, very unique.
Fake one.
No, but you have to sign up with the ID.
That's bullshit.
Exactly. See, my name's a little more common.
Yeah.
I know a few David So's. So like I could do that, wear a mustache, do all that other shit. Easy work. You on the other hand, very, very different.
Goddamn, I had to start using my goddamn government.
You should have just said Timothy De La Ghetto. Nobody would have known about the Chantarangsus.
True. What should we do first, Mambo sauce or sweet and spicy jam?
I want to try the sweet and spicy jam.
Let's do it, dog. Well, let's see. Here's one.
Ooh, get out of here. Come on.
Get out of here.
Show me your leadership capabilities.
What are you gonna do? You feeling the quarter pounder? Or you feeling the nuggets? What are you the
I'm gonna-
nougat?
I feel like the chicken nougat is the perfect medium or the foil for this sauce, if you will.
Ooh, it's
it's
actually a
spicy.
jam, and you could smell the fucking
Spice.
the heat coming off of that. Wow.
Oh, that actually smells spicy.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm a little concerned.
Here's a nougat for you.
Nougat. Oh, this is thick.
Yeah,
it's a jam.
it's a legit jam. Wow. What would you look at that?
I like this actually.
Ooh, wow, that has a real kick.
I actually like this a lot.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, this actually might. I hope they keep this for a while because this is fucking good.
Hey, that's gonna go. It's limited time. So I definitely want to do this on a breakfast sandwich because wow, that's popping. Even like on some buttered toast.
Yeah. A little savory sweet action going on. Oh, let's try this Mambo sauce. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
There's a bomb in there.
My CPU is zeroed in the processor.
I'm not the pervert. I just want to get a turbo, man.
All right, here we go.
Hell yeah.
Mambo sauce.
This is hella good.
Yeah,
It's like ketchupy. We know how much I love ketchup. Has a little heat too, huh? Oh,
like a spicy sweet ketchup. Not mad.
I
Like
want
a barbecue.
yeah. Oh, it's hot.
Wow, both of these got a kick. Wow, we're actually glistening a little bit.
That's kind of hot. Wow, this is.
Wow, I enjoy both of those.
Oh, and of course, when you have a quarter pounder, I mean, let me just eat it without any condiments because I have to pay respect to the chef.
Pay respect to Ronald. Yes, sir. How's that feel?
I just like. What is it? Nostalgia? What is it about this? It's
Look,
nostalgia.
man. Well, actually, dog, McDonald's switched up their quarter pounder recipe like a couple years ago.
Oh, did they?
They started saying, we're using 100% real beef now. And everyone's like, what the fuck?
What was it before?
It was some campaign. They're like, the quarter pounders are brand new, 100% natural beef. And everyone's like, okay, what the fuck does that mean?
What was it before?
But they're so much better tasting. Yeah.
Have it with the Mambo sauce, bro.
I honestly feel like the new quarter pounders could rival, like, just regular burger spots. You feel me?
Pretty good, dude.
Okay, you said the Mambo sauce? Mm-hmm. Pop in. Let me not chew in the mic. I know y'all been complaining about that.
Well, go fuck.
That's great.
Oh,
Okay, now I'm gonna dip it in the sweet and spicy jam.
Hey, McDonald's, if you could, please don't get rid of these sauces. I will order it all the time. That Mambo sauce is fucking good, dude.
I gotta have that sauce, Morty. Morty, I gotta have that sauce. I gotta have that sauce, Morty.
What was it? The Sichuan what?
Szechuan. I think it's just Szechuan sauce. That Mulan Szechuan sauce, Morty. I gotta have that Mambo sauce, Morty. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Here's what I'll do. Try this on for size, my guy. This whole episode is just gonna be chewing, guys. Hot mustard and Mambo sauce in one dip. That's what's up.
Honey mustard and Mambo sauce.
What a day. What a day.
I'm actually very happy right now. This right here is going to constipate me today, not because of McDonald's,
Yeah, right.
simply because I've just been eating a lot of whole foods.
You've been on a very strict diet. You've lost 10 pounds. What is the time frame of that? Did I ask you that already?
I mean, if you guys have lost weight before, or if you tried to be fit, I work my macronutrition to lose weight about 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. So I've been eating I've been eating stuff like this, just not in this quantity. I have a portion issue.
Right.
Like if we're talking about satisfaction wise, technically I'm not hungry after half this burger.
Because you shrunk your tummy down.
Yeah, it's like I'm not really hungry anymore. My issue is that I like the way it makes me feel.
You can't stop.
I can't stop at all.
It's like a hit of crack for you.
It is honey mustard and a little bit of this little
Spicy jam. Fuck yeah, do it, dog. I'm going to watch. Oh, yeah, that's a good motherfucking bite right there. If you're only listening, you're missing out. Wow.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what? Speaking of that feeling you get, we'll be right back to talk about drugs. Yo, if you've got loved ones who depend on you, why leave anything up to chance in a worst case scenario? Because let me tell you, anything can happen at any time. We all know that. Look, man, a rabid chihuahua could bust through the door right now, bite my dick off until I bleed out on the floor, okay? And then what's gonna happen to my kids? Who knows? That's why life insurance is important, and it gives your family a safety net that can cover expenses so they won't have to worry about money while getting back on their feet, alright? Policygenius makes finding the right policy simple, and their team of licensed experts are on hand to help you talk through it, okay? Look, I got babies, I got a wife. I would hate for something terrible to happen and they're left with nothing, because Lord knows my wife, she don't do shit. Just kidding, baby. I love you. Even if you already have life insurance policy through work, it may not offer enough protection for your family's needs, and it may not follow you if you leave your job. Policygenius has licensed award-winning agents who can help you find the best fit for your needs. They work for you, not the insurance companies. That means they don't have an incentive to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance, okay? Policygenius is for parents, caregivers, and anyone else who has people who depend on them. They simplify the process of getting life insurance so you can protect the people you love. Your loved ones deserve a financial safety net. You deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head to policygenius.com/dudes or click the link in the description to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/dudes. I was watching, or maybe I was on an episode of JK News one time, and Joe Jitsukawa said that he's tried crack before.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yes. He would be the one.
right, he would be the one that's tried crack, right? But he said his hit of crack felt like every muscle, every nerve in his body was getting massaged at the same time. And I'm like, should I try crack?
No, Terry. Listen. What do you... Let me tell you something. It's one of the worst influences. You're talking about this man who ate out a hooker's vagina out in Vietnam? And this is the man you're trying to take advice from?
That was a long time ago, he says, according to him, all right? But also, I tell you this. I think I would rather take a hit of crack than go down on a random hooker in Vietnam.
100%. That whole story is so crazy because basically it is their job to service you, and then he basically serviced her and then paid her.
Yeah. Wait. Didn't she say, don't even pay me?
Yeah, just come back again.
Keep the money.
We're okay. We're fine.
First of all, what a nice man.
He's a very generous man.
But I've been in that situation. Okay, switching topics from drugs. Where have you ever dealt with that? Where someone is just so pretty, you're like, you don't have to do anything to me. I would love to just go down on you. A munch. Has someone ever turned you? I just made double cheeseburger come out his nose. Mambo sauce just came out his nose.
A munch.
Because that is the definition of a munch. A man that would just go down and be cool with that. The Oxford definition. Webster defines munch.
Madame, may I have a munch? Please.
If you don't mind, could I bother you for a munch?
When the clock strikes 12, we shall meet, and I shall nibble away.
It has been a fortnight since my last munch.
Do you partake?
Also,
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Any woman out there that was so beautiful, I most likely never approached them. I watched from a distance, and then I masturbated to their after image.
Fair. Well, look, I've been in that situation. Not to say that I would ever come across a prostitute who was so beautiful that I would, without protection, just go down on her, right? But there have been women in my life in the past that I've been like, wow, you're so hot, and that was this exchange where it's like we would hang out. We wouldn't even make out. It was just like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go down on you. And she's like, she was like, all right.
Really?
Yeah. And then that was it. And then I would do that until she was done, and then we would like, just, play checkers or whatever.
Well, you, sir, is what the kids call you have Riz.
You don't need a lot of Riz for that. You would be surprised at how many girls you'd be like, hey, just let me go down on you, and that's it. And they'd be like, oh, all right, cool.
They just like toss you away.
Yeah, honestly.
I couldn't do it. I absolutely couldn't do it. Because what if I go down to like, I don't even want this. And then I would be scarred for life.
Well, that's the thing too. I just always felt like I was really good at that. Because I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18, but I've been munching away since I was like 15. All right. And I would like, with my first girl, I would like Google tips and shit. Maybe it wasn't Google back then. I would ask Jeeves how to eat that thing properly.
Well,
and then Jeeves
comes out. Well, you must get a bib in case of the juice.
Timothy. Miss Piggy, are you...
That back of the throat voice is always like, it's Miss Piggy, Shakira, and whatever, like...
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano.
Deborah.
Deborah! Where's the kids, Deborah? Ma!
Good stuff, man.
I'll tell you this. Well, when you get older, too, if I look back on it when I was younger, you're just like so intimidated by women. Mm-hmm. You're scared. You're scared of rejection. You're scared of what it makes you look like if you do get rejected.
Yeah.
And you're trying to make everything so perfect before you even approach them that the opportunity passes you by. Like you have to create your opportunities, especially when it comes to like that dating thing. Yeah. And I didn't realize that until I got older. And I wish I knew that when I was in high school and younger, because I always thought that things had to line up perfectly, right? And if I got rejected, it would ruin me.
Right.
Which is so dumb, right?
Yeah, man.
Like,
like I said, I learned, I've said this on the podcast before, but I learned from that one girl who I missed out on, that one opportunity that like I was in my head too much and she walked away. I was like, I'm never going to let that happen again.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I'm just going to go for it every time.
Oh, but what if butterfly effect? You go back in time, you approach her, and how does your life trajectory change?
Imagine.
How different would your life be?
Who knows?
I actually think about that sometimes where it's like, what if I stayed with my very first girlfriend? Yeah. Where would I be right now? I guarantee you I probably wouldn't be in entertainment.
You wouldn't?
I don't think I would be.
Why is that?
Because I think that if I stayed with her, we got married, we had kids, that probably would have been the end of my story. But because I chose to not go into family life and, settling down that way, it opened up a lot of like opportunities for me to grow outside of my small town. I would have just been a small town boy living in a small town world.
Oh, what if you would have kept on staged that shit and then had your family life and then found fame afterwards? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, maybe.
Because I think about it too, right? I think about also like, yeah.
I didn't think about it like that.
The multiverse, right? And just different ways your life could have been. But there is, of course, there's always a part of me that thinks like this shit's meant to be, right? And as you know, as most of y'all know, I was born in Billings, Montana. My family moved when I was a baby to Long Beach. Pero peep this, right? And I always think like, what if they would have stayed in Montana? And I would have grown up as the only Asian boy in Montana, right?
You definitely wouldn't be Timothy De La Ghetto, that's for sure.
I wouldn't be Timothy De La Ghetto, but who knows? Maybe I would have been Timmy Montana. And your boy would have been fucking...
a Disney Channel kid?
Yeah, with like Hannah Montana, yeah. Or maybe I would have like popped off doing fucking... All right, here's how we're going to hoof this horse. I don't know why I'm doing a country. What's the Montana accent?
I have no fucking clue. But let me tell you something. I actually have an addiction to watching.
I love those videos.
Why is it so satisfying?
Dude, I love those videos like I love fucking pimple popping videos.
I don't know about that. But okay, you had me there, then fucking lost me there.
That's what I was gonna say. Wait, let me write it down so I don't forget. Hold on a second. Pimples. It was. I don't know why. Speaking of crack, made me think of this. But okay, hold on a second. Crack.
Okay. Pour me some Sprite.
Okay. You said pour you some Sprite?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here you are, David. So, okay. Yes. I don't know how I came across. Do you want it into your tequila or you want a separate cup?
Into the tequila.
Okay. Look, he's been dieting, guys. His tolerance is weak. And plus, you're getting married this weekend, so you're going to get super crazy drunk.
Literally, last week, I had some alcohol and I threw up all over the place.
Did you really?
I just can't. Calorie deficit,
yes,
eating very clean.
Yes.
I didn't think it was going to affect me like that. And I sobered up, right? Like I wasn't drunk or whatever, but I was nauseous. And then as I was driving, because I waited 4 hours after we were done drinking, and then I drove. So I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Fine. I don't feel drunk at all. Yeah. But then I started feeling sick. We're driving. Next thing you know, I pull over. I fall asleep in a parking lot.
Oh, Lord.
Because I started driving. I was like, I don't feel good. I got to pull over. Pulled over in the parking lot, but I forgot that I pulled over in the parking lot. So when I woke up, I thought I was still driving. So I woke up screaming, ah! I'm like, wait, I'm responsible. And I fell asleep a little more, but I still felt sick and nauseous. Went home, yacked everything.
Really?
All over the place. And you're going to be on that show too.
What show?
The Dean.
Oh. Yes, I am.
Yes. And we just smashed back way too much drinks. I haven't thrown up. I don't know when the last time I threw up was.
I couldn't tell you the last time I threw up.
It's been I hate throwing up.
It's the worst.
It's disgusting. I hate the way it feels. And on top of that, what a waste of food.
Dude, oh, my poor baby, Veda, dog. We just flew back from Canada yesterday. And, we had 2 flights back from Regina, Saskatchewan. Layover in Calgary, last flight to LA. It felt fucking long. It was only a 3-hour flight, but Lord have mercy, it felt like it was like a 10-hour flight. Flying with 2 babies is not for the weak.
I don't know how you did that.
It was, I'm not a fan, all right? So we got back home finally thinking, oh my God, thank you. I can relax after a very stressful day, right? Came in the house. I was like, Veda, baby, we're home. As soon as we pulled up, she's smiling. We're home. Get through the house. I'm like taking her shoes off, taking her socks off. I'm like, hey, baby, you're home. And she's like, she starts to like whimper. I'm like, what's up, baby? What's wrong? She starts coughing. I'm like, something's wrong. All of a sudden, she stands up. I stand her up. Starts puking up like milk and bits and shit. Like a lot of fucking puke, dog. Out her nose, puke, right?
What happened?
I think it was like the plane landing, and then I was trying to get us home fast, so I guess I was driving a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she got a little car sick, but puking everywhere. Poor baby, man. Long ass day of flying, fucking, you're dirty,
Ugh.
you're like hungry, and then she like puked everywhere. She's 2.5, I felt so bad.
After the moment I get home from a flight, I shower immediately.
Same.
I got to get all that shit off me, man.
I just feel gross.
Take all that clothes, it goes into the hamper, it doesn't touch shit. I fucking shower immediately because if not, I'm going to feel like shit. Dude, some people just chill off. I'm like, no, you better wash yourself.
Bro, some people fucking come home from a flight, lay down in the bed in their plain clothes.
Oh, no.
Bruh.
No.
And that's after stomping through the house in their airport shoes.
Nope.
Sheesh.
Absolutely not.
Disgusting.
You go home, I put everything away, rip off my clothes, throw it in the hamper, I take a hot-ass shower.
Yes.
And the longest shower ever, too. You've been in a fucking dirty-ass plane for that long. People just breathing on you. I dislike it so I feel disgusting after a plane ride.
Dog, flight attendants will literally tell you, no, planes are disgusting. Like, wipe this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was taking Veda to go pee in the bathroom, and she was hanging on to her little kitty cat, and the flight attendant was like, you sure you want to take kitty in there? I'm like, oh, good call. You're right.
Yeah.
Because she knows that the whole plane is just gross,
Yeah.
There's how fucking gross this shit is. When you ask for a little blanket, and the shit comes plastic wrapped, this shit's not hygienically sealed or washed at all, dog. I used to put them shits all over my face, knock the fuck out. Until one day, I got a blanket, opened it up, and there was a hair there under the plastic. They literally just fold them up and put plastic on it again. They don't get washed at all.
Even business class one?
Probably not, dog. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know about business
Hey,
class.
business class, you better give me a fresh-ass blanket.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You think. But, like, literally under the plastic, hair there.
That's fucking disgusting.
They don't get washed. And my flight attendant homegirl, there was one time a Facebook post about all the gross shit on planes that they never tell you, and my mad flight attendants in the comments like, yes, everything is true. It's disgusting.
Do people be sneezing all up in that shit? I've put that shit on my face.
Me too, dog.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I feel like I thought we would have had this conversation.
Maybe we did. I always forget things.
Yeah.
But I'm a little shook right now
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
because I be using that blanket over my face.
Look, first class, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe.
I've had that blanket on my face so many times.
As have I. Because, now I wised up. Now I just kind of, I'll bring a big ass jacket. I'll put that over my face to sleep. Pero, yeah, dog. Blankets on planes do not get washed like you think.
What the fuck? That's disgusting. What's wrong with them? Can they do that? Is that legal?
I mean, it's not illegal.
That should be illegal.
You would think so. It's dirty on there, dog.
That's what I'm saying. When I see those seats, like I used to laugh at the people who sanitize everything before they sit down. I'm like, you guys might actually have something here. This actually kind of makes sense.
No, it's me and Chia. We do that now too.
I saw a lady one time. She got like the wipes and was wiping everything down from top to bottom.
That's literally what we
And
do.
then she was kind of loudly explaining herself because people were watching. It's like, y'all think I'm fucking crazy, but I'm not crazy because y'all sitting on this dirty ass fucking seat. And she's just going off. I was like, this lady fucking weird. Now, I get it.
Dog, we sit down. Well, we didn't have time this time because of the motherfucking babies. But normally, when we were traveling and it was fun, we would get our Clorox wipes, wipe the screens because everybody's fingers on that shit, wipe the seat belts, wipe the trays for sure. And then after that, I just lick the tray. You know what I'm saying?
I get, and you know what? My whole fucking plane thing is going to change. Like, you literally changed my whole plane routine. Well, I actually still go on planes and I wear a mask when I sleep just because I don't like my mouth open.
And you told me that story about that dude that.
Yeah, he was like giving
me
me shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I do that anyway. So I'm not using that blanket on my face anymore until we come right after this break.
Raise your hand if you eat. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Me too. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Now look, let me tell you, man, a crazy schedule can make it easy to fall back into your dinner time recipe rut. Keep mealtime exciting with over 40 recipes to choose from every week, so there's always something delicious to discover with HelloFresh. Lord knows, me and the babies and the wife, we don't have time to be constantly grocery shopping and looking up recipes and cooking and cleaning and doing all the things, but that's why I F with HelloFresh, because HelloFresh does all the shopping and meal planning for you. Ingredients arrive at your doorstep pre-portioned and ready to cook, along with pictured step-by-step recipe cards. How easy is that, all right? We all know that HelloFresh takes the hassle out of mealtime, but did you know that it can save you money? HelloFresh is 25% less expensive than takeout, so that means you can get an easy home-cooked meal on the table and more money back in your pocket. Lord knows you need it, you little broke boy. I love HelloFresh because sometimes we just don't have time to be doing all that. And look, they are delicious as well. I love me a HelloFresh meal. They got these little meatballs with the sauce. It's like a thing they do. It's like a Korean meatball situation. That shit is fire. Go to HelloFresh.com/50dudes and use code 50dudes for 50% off plus free shipping. One more time, go to HelloFresh.com/50dudes and use code 50dudes for 50% off plus free shipping. America's #1 meal kit. All right, David, so guess what?
What's up?
I wrote down the shit that we glazed over that we were going to talk about. First one being, I don't know what brought me to this, but my skin is trash right now, and I'm trying to get it better for it. There's 2 weddings I have this month. I'm officiating yours. I'm the groomsman at Super Egos. And but I just been breaking out, big ones. I got a little makeup on right now, but you know, I've been breaking out. And I told you how intense my facial lady gets?
Yes. Pube grabber here.
Yes. Have I mentioned that on the podcast?
Yes, you have.
Okay, cool. Skip it. Moving on. I also enjoy horse hoofing and cow hoof restoration videos.
Do you see the videos where they're like infected and they have to scoop it out?
And like the goop comes
Yeah.
out? Yes.
It's very satisfying.
So satisfying. I can only imagine how good that feels for the cow.
And then you know what I didn't realize too? That the hoof is just a huge nail.
Yeah, I always assume so.
I didn't know, because when they were putting the spikes in, I'm like, yo, that's fucking brutal. But it's just nail.
Yes, that's so funny because your first thought is like, does this hurt, right?
Yeah.
And I read, so like I said, I like the horseshoe hoof restoration videos. I like pimple popping videos. And there was one video I came across. It was a fucking, someone had a super infected like toenail that was getting fixed up. Like it was just a super gross infected toenail. And the first comment was, does it hurt the cow?
And you never know now what's going to be a huge hit or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just make a video, even like the ones that you don't even think are that funny. You're just like, oh, this might be a good idea, and you put it out, and you just move on. And next thing you know, it's just like the biggest thing ever. I'm like, how the fuck did this? I don't get it.
You know,
like,
man.
I don't even think it's that funny. I think it's funny, but I don't know.
That's why I thank God I have children, because it's the only way to get views and likes anymore.
So I got a message from a buddy of mine who was like, said, oh, I saw your video on TikTok. It's like, it's going viral. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember the last time I posted. I was like, oh yeah, I did post this random video on TikTok. It was like a Mariel screaming. That shit got like 12 million views.
What?
I'm like, but for me, I think it's funny to me.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to be universally funny to everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think it's funny because she's just weird to me. She makes me laugh all the time. So, you know, like TikTok, I don't really post that much. I rarely, if anything, you know. Posted that shit like 12 million views. I'm like, I don't understand content anymore. Like, I don't know what's good or what's not.
I think TikTok really threw us for a loop, man, because you really never know what's going to pop on TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you think you know, and all of a sudden, just trash views, you know what I'm saying? It's like you really can't plan it. It's crazy.
And you post something random, the next thing you know, it's viral. I'm like, what?
Instagram's probably my most consistent, like,
Yeah, for sure.
the most love, the most views, like, consistently. But TikTok is like one video that I think will be a banger, 9,000 views. And all of a sudden, a whatevs video fucking goes
20
crazy,
million.
20 million.
Yeah.
You never know.
And I think like I was talking to some other like TikTok people, minus like the few people that are on top, but they have consistently great retention. They're like, yeah, it's just sometimes it's 10,000, sometimes it's 50,000, then 100, then a mil, then 2 mil, 3 mil, then it's 10,000, and then your follower doesn't really go up that much.
Yeah.
It just kind of like slowly gets up there. But people just kind of scroll and laugh and they move on.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, this is interesting. 'Cause
I literally have more followers on TikTok than I do on Instagram. I've been on Instagram for like so long.
really, that's crazy.
Yeah, but then like it doesn't translate. You feel me? Like the views aren't consistent like that, and no one's fucking making money on TikTok unless you get the occasional brand deal, which I get on occasion. But my most consistent shit is Instagram in terms of like views, love, supportive comments, brand deals.
Yeah, they're a lot more interactive and kind. I was that guy. He's about the box KSI. He did this video where it popped up on my feed where he was talking about how many views he gets on TikTok. It was like 30-something million a month, and then they asked everybody around the table to guess how much he makes on ads, and it was under. I think it was like $2,000 off of 30 million views. Like that's in 30 million views.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, dog. Even like YouTube Shorts, ad revenue on there is trash. Like I had a couple shorts go kind of crazy, millions of views or whatever. I mean, like a couple $100.
Yeah, I had one that got like 1 mil plus or something like that. I checked actually the other day because I'm trying to start to make shorts. I didn't know that it got 1 million views because I didn't see any money.
Yeah.
So I saw how much revenue it had after 1 million views. It was like $40.
But I'll tell you this, for the first time ever, because of the shorts on YouTube really hitting whatever algorithm they're pushing out,
Subscriber count goes up.
for the first time in literal years, dog. I've been like consistently losing followers like every month for the past
Same here, baby.
couple
Let's
years.
go.
Pero once those shorts started going crazy, there was a month I had like literally 30,000 new subscribers, dog.
That's crazy.
And then I'm still, it's not as much now, but it's still in the positive, which is like crazy, Whenever I see the like influx of negative comments, I'm like, oh shit, I hit the recommended, baby. It's finally new eyes over here, It's been years.
You know what's so funny on this channel? There's like people who I blocked because all they do is like they whatnot, but they found this podcast now and they moved over here. Like a couple of fans told me, I was like, hey, those weirdos that you blocked? They moved over to the other podcast. I was like, yeah, it's fine.
I blocked that fool too. Yeah, I see him. Yeah. I see him in the comments talking shit to my boy, David. Look, I love this man. Do you understand?
You know what it is, too? It's like, I'm like, when I look at that, right, people are like, oh, do you feel bad? I don't feel bad for them, right? Their situation is their situation. Like, if they wake up every day and this is what they want to do and this keeps them alive, then let them have it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, let them fucking have it. Yeah. But I get to choose who gets to do it on my channel or not, right? And like, the response is like, what, are you scared of them? It's like, no, like, scared of what? What are you going to do to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to see it on my channel because we're trying to be funny here, right? And there's people, too, who disagree on my channel all the time, but they're not talking about my wife. They're not saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're just like, what you said was really dumb, blah, blah, blah. You get to stay on the channel because your opinion is your opinion. But then when you start saying things that I personally don't like, when you talk about my family, my upbringing and stuff, and then it's like, you could just do that on Reddit. Just do it on Reddit.
I 100% agree. That is literally the only time I will block people is when they come after my family or my wife or my kids. You know what I'm saying? Talk all the shit to me.
Yeah.
Talk shit to me all you want. But like, once you start talking about my family or something, I don't need this.
Yeah, just keep it here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So keep that negativity in your heart, bro.
It's like, you could move on. There was one person that messaged apparently like Bart and Joe. It's like, hey, David blocked me for this comment years ago. I was a dumb kid. Like, can you tell me to unblock? I just want to interact on his page again. And these fools blocked him too.
Didn't even say shit.
These fools are so stupid.
I'm probably cracked up when
I thought they were dying laughing. Those are the boys.
I've had messages from people who like, yo, your friend blocked me or your wife blocked me. Can you ask me to be unblocked? Can you ask them? And I'm like, honestly, dog, if you got blocked, you probably said something stupid. You probably said something really annoying. So you're going to have to live with that forever, bro.
And everybody gets those things too. Like, it even happened to a personal friend of mine. He decided to write a comment on my post about some moral shit. And then I roasted him on my podcast. And then, of course, he apologized after. But it's like, listen, you get treated the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't bring bullshit on my stuff and then expect me not to say something. Because I don't hate you, but I didn't know our friendship was like that. I was like, oh, you want to do that? Then let's do it.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, we just keep it fair. You know what I mean? But look, I'd say this for anybody out there who's like going to waste their time and like defend me. Don't defend me on because they're just going to talk shit. Just don't give them any attention.
Right.
And then we'll eventually see it and then we'll block them and move on. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, don't waste time. Like, keep it good and happy and fun.
Well, speaking of good and happy and fun, man, hey, by the time this airs, you will be you're already legally married, but we will have had your wedding. Are you excited?
I just want to get it over with, man.
I feel it.
Yeah, I just want to get it over with. And to be honest with you, this is more like a wedding for the family. So it's if I were to have a legit wedding, this wasn't the way I wanted to do it. It would have been way bigger, more fun, partying. But of course, this is like a hyper Christian family, so we have to keep it contained for a little bit. But I only got to get a handful of people here. I actually just had a conversation with a Sacramento friend of mine who was a little pissed.
Hyper Christian, you say? Well, then. Whoopsies.
David still has his foreskin.
You see, the foreskin on the penis is what you need to cut away. The toxicity you need to cut out of your marriage.
All right, go on. Your friend from Sacramento.
Alpha, Omega, and Schmegma.
The alpha and the oshmegma.
Dog, you would just see Mario's face just...
Oh my God.
It would be the fucking worst, but the best.
Oshmegma is fire. Okay?
Alpha, Schmegma.
Wow. Okay, continue. Your friend from Sacramento.
He hit me up, he goes, dude, I heard your podcast that you're having a wedding. What's up? Where's the invite? And I was like, you know how many people are invited? I was like, oh, but you're going to invite all your LA friends, though. And I was like, listen, they're in LA. It's a 15-minute drive for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, also, I only have X amount of people. So there's no point in you guys driving all the way over here trying to find a babysitter for this wedding. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm planning to do like a Sacramento like reception.
Okay.
Like next year.
Oh, really?
Just because like I want to party with the old homies.
Oh, you can't. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Wow, dude. I like Sacramento.
You said you hated it. You literally said, why would you come to this farm town ass place ever again? I can't believe you're from this city.
I never said that.
You went there to do some legal stuff and you shat on my city.
Well, look, there's not a whole lot out there, right?
Okay, you went to a crappy part of town. I know exactly where you were. It's so dusty there.
He's lying. I love Sacramento. I have a Kings jersey in my closet, all right?
Then he wrote Kobe over it.
Yeah. Nah, man. I get it. Even me having a big wedding, I had to reject a lot of people.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's I mean, for me, it's not like I die over it because, like, if you know who I am, just understand that there's a reason for it, right? Obviously, I would love to have everybody there. If I invited everybody I wanted to, the wedding would be like 400 people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody would have a good time. There'd be music with a lot of gratuitous curse words and talking about pussy and vagina.
Ew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Penis and foreskin.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, alpha and oshmegma. Jesus Christ, people.
Should we try these vegan cookies?
Do it on the next episode.
Okay. Well, shit, guys. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Dudes Behind the Foods. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. Make sure you leave a congratulations, David So, for getting married. And, hey, thanks, McDonald's, for, in the future, sponsoring this podcast. We love y'all. And, hey, man, you look great. Congrats on losing 10 pounds.
Thank you. I didn't do much. It just better life choices.
Well, you look great. All right, y'all. Hey, make sure y'all make some great life choices. And don't drink and drive. Bye.
Bye.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food.